it's time for our Indie of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, I thought we'd take a look at Wyrmforge.
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm like that.
Yes.
Now, Wyrmforge is the manufacturing company for a lot of different people, but Westfalia.
Oh, I see where
do all
this
the
is
do all the
going.
resins and stuff, and then they Wyrmforge have started to actually produce certain bits and pieces themselves, including they got the Darkest Eye range, which is sort of traditional sculpted stuff by Boris mainly, or no, Paul Hex, actually, I think it is. Yes. But also Westphalia's Patron, which is one gold piece, which does a lot of digital bits and pieces. They have all of that as physical. So this I thought would be good because I don't do the ones and zeros, but I do like a lot of the sculpts, and these are a different aesthetic. Halflings.
Well, I'm immediately sold.
How much?
we will get to the Halflings in a minute. We'll start with Sky Wars for two reasons. One, I really like these, and two, Westphalia still have a Sky Wars range, which is the original ones that Boris sculpted based on the Baby Yoda show and some other characters. These are the 3D printed ones, which are not the same, so you could potentially double up. But as you can see, they're a delightful looking grip.
So those are amazing.
They do look quite nice.
Oh, you've no idea. No idea. So we have the farm boy, Layla, Hun, the bugbear Bitey.
The bug Bitey is immediately my favorite. He's stunning.
That's only because you've can I ambiguate? I can. There we go. Look at Bitey with his crossbow.
He's beautiful.
But it's a crossbow axe.
Oh,
I just noticed that. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah. So, because I mean, you've only got one shot, and nobody has time to reload in a firefight. At which point, Bitey lets his axe do the biting for him.
It's a bow smasher, not a bow caster.
Yo!
I know my Star Wars weapons.
You do. I'll give you that. You do. I will have to throw up Hun or Smuggler.
Hun. Yeah.
Who's got that? They're all listed by class as well for your D&D Pathfinder-esque games. OGL
Dashing
or
Rogue.
Yeah, Dashing Rogue with a bit of armor on them, but mostly lightly armored. With
the Who Shot First would go very differently with flintlock weapons, wouldn't it?
They both mess.
Well, I guess we fight with swords now.
Unfortunately, the powder was wet. Sword Monk Kenobi is really nice.
Oh, I like the little hint of chainmail underneath there as well.
Yeah.
Ring mail, sorry. Yeah.
There's
cool.
God, get it right, Ben.
Come on.
I feel so bad.
The comments are going absolutely mental.
That's all right. I don't think anybody will notice. Yeah. Mostly they just look at the pictures.
The robots.
The droids are my favorite. That's why I said you picked too soon, because you've got the enchanted armor, C3, who's just cracking. He also has a squirrel on his shoulder, I'd like to point out.
Squirrel.
Immediately Jerry's favorite model. So.
Yep, correct. He's not holding that candelabra, by the way. That is the end of his arm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just an enchanted clanker coming at you, and Arc 2, the little barrel construct, trundling along.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
There's a goblin in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more than just a goblin in there. We have Vader and the Emperor, and of course the Lich Lord in his full dark armor.
Yeah,
doing his thing. That'd be one of those fancy models. Look at him, there's fanciness. Interestingly enough, because Boris did one of these as well. Boris has got the magic flame in the other hand and the sword in the other one.
Oh yeah.
It's different.
Oh.
Different, but still awesome. The Lich Lord, ultimate power. Have you heard the story?
Clergy.
I am the clergy. He's who runs that abbey that we were looking at.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be your downfall, and your faith in your god is yours, paladin. Obviously, we've got Bosk, an Iron
Somehow
Golem
the
looking
Lich
a
Lord
bit.
returned.
GDS. Well, that's because there's resurrection spells. You just can't get rid of them.
That's true.
Um,
Oh wow, there's so many good ones. These are oh my god,
it's the
Sword Mage
yeah.
Ashley.
yeah. Oh, he's a tiefling.
Yeah. That's a great idea. Really cool.
I need it.
Yeah.
I also want the stormtroopers.
Yeah, these are great. I have a rake of these from Boris in the resin, because I had to. Really, I could have just closed all those. Oh well. It's not done though, because we also have Lone Wolf and Cub, Baby Gobba as well, which I do have to open because
In dwarf form as well. Goblin form. Lovely. Is it chewing the head off a frog? It is.
yes, it is.
Perfect.
And there he is with the little dwarf.
Brilliant.
I see that being in your collection very soon, Ben.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no maybe.
May have already bought it.
Mhm.
I do like the troopers.
Would you do them in like a off-white armor?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Heavily chipped.
have chipped the
Yeah.
absolute Jesus out of it. They are undead, by the way, in there. So it's skelly bobs.
makes
You just
sense.
can't really tell. Look, they did it before Thrawn did it
Yeah.
in the Bale and Skull show. But
That's
they're
so
really nice.
good.
Really nice. I'd like to see more, please, because I know there's
Oh,
there.
you
There we
could
go.
do.
Knights and the Half-Delorians.
You
go
could
with
do
Baby
just
Yoda.
the events of. I mean, Star Wars is basically just a fantasy movie anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So why don't you could do just an entire campaign based on A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and stuff using these characters. That'd
Just-
be so good.
Just bring it back to source.
Yeah.
Getting into Han's large cart/carriage that has a smuggling
Yeah,
department. That's to get you out through the gates of Moss Eisley.
The trench run is on the back of a cart going down the middle of a valley that gets towards the sort of I don't know, the storm drain of the castle or something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's literally the Lord of the Rings run to Helm's Deep.
Yes.
These are
Blow up the wall.
The fancy looking, not
Mm.
imperial symbol on them.
Nice.
But yeah, so Sky, obviously great, cracking, love it. It's terrific, but there's so much more. So very
What
much
do
more.
they do these in, by the way? Is it metal or resin? Or
Now
what?
these are all 3D printed resin.
Okay, right. makes sense.
So these
Yeah.
are just the patron files without any messing around.
Mhm.
There is one which is not, which is if I go to the Dark Eye,
Yeah,
these
okay.
are the actual resin cast. So if you missed the
Right.
Kickstarter, you can get them here. If you're unaware of the Dark Eye, it's the German Dungeons and Dragons, for want of a better word.
Their biggest role playing game.
their biggest RPG. It's
Yeah.
been going for years. So some of these characters people will know from various
Like the
books
iconic
and-
ones from
yeah.
the artwork and
Yeah,
things. Yeah.
there's the Tim the Enchanter, which is nice.
Yes.
And these are gorgeous. I'm fairly certain these were Paul did these.
They're
I actually
lovely.
found them the other night because I was looking for something else and opened a box below my desk, and they were all in there. I was going, oh yeah. I say they're all in there. There's a mage. Well, she's actually a witch that sits on the shelf beside me, and I use her for scale. You know, whenever everybody's
Ah.
posting a picture going, and Space Marine for scale or for
Mhm.
reference, like, oh, I don't have any. So that's no good to me. I have no idea how big a Space Marine is these days. So I start using the mage in mine on the grounds if I don't know what scale your stuff is, nobody else knows what scale mine is. But these are absolutely obviously the orcs are more sort of tribal,
Right.
clannish rather than knuckle dragging monsters. So
Yeah.
in that regard, there she's there. That's my mage for scale.
Rowena.
Doesn't have a squirrel. She does have a cat on her shoulder, like a Paris.
That's still good. That's still
Yep.
good. Yeah.
I think so. These are, I mean, as far as character models go,
These are perfect. Yeah.
these are absolutely spanking, and it's a big range, as you can see, including Fundead and
Ooh.
Norks. So
A good match to a lot of the stuff that you'd see from like Otherworld and things.
Mm.
I'd say. Very
Yeah, yeah.
cool. Mix in with that. Very
there's
good.
your poor town guards ready to get absolutely mullered.
Mhm.
We shall help fend them off. necromancer. Got a little imp on his shoulder. So those are classic resin, and then the others are 3D prints.
Nice.
So many nice figures in there. I really should paint some more of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And by some more, I mean finish the one that's on my shelf, and again to the other, wherever this is, 70 odd. Yeah, let's not fool myself.
Collecting is part of the hobby. Remember, it's all good.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, we'll go dwarves, because if I skip dwarves, I'm fairly certain I'll get punched. So the one gold piece patron has they tend to run on themes, so they might do a set of X-Men stuff or Star Wars stuff, like you've seen with Sky War. So over the course of a few weeks or months, you'll get superheroes in a dwarf form, or halfling Mandalorians, or whatever it happens to be.
Honey Badger.
Yeah, he doesn't, as we all know. That makes far more sense. Especially look at him. He's the right size. Could be played by Danny DeVito, like Wolverine should be.
Yes.
Yeah. Every time somebody goes, "Oh, huge jackass was the best Wolverine," you go, "He was a good actor, decent character, not the best Wolverine, who should be 5 foot tall, squat, hairy all over, and ugly." Mm-hmm. That's what Wolverine should be.
He's far too dashing.
He's far too tall.
Yeah.
He should be coming up to about eye level with Xavier, and he's in a wheelchair, for God's sakes. Tiny Thor.
It's a really nice Thor-esque figure. Very cool. Yeah, I like it.
Then
they've done the seven
dwarves. Yeah, including Happy. And why is Happy so happy?
Explosives.
Yeah. The best kind of happy.
Would make any man happy. 2 sticks of dynamite, it's all you need.
2 sticks of dynamite.
And a candle on your head.
Candle on his head. Oh, that's genius.
Light and chuck.
Yeah. That is the health and safety inspector's heart attack in one image.
Yeah.
OSHA, please get involved.
Dopey's on the liquor, obviously.
Yeah.
He's just addicted to cough syrup. And Grumpy
covered in birds.
Yeah. I suggest Grumpy, if the birds are kicking off that much, that maybe you should leave the mine.
Yeah.
I think he's grumpy because of the birds.
Yeah.
The one of them shot on him.
He was one of those, I want to collect birds so I can make a funny TikTok account, but all they do is screech.
I regret everything.
All very true. Have a look at our Dwarven Champion and our Dwarven Bikers and more Dwarf Mandalorian stylies. Although I prefer the Halfling Mandalorians.
The helmets sit so well with dwarves.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah. The big on full closed helms. Yeah. And that particular style as well works very nicely. Yeah.
The old T-helm.
Oh, lovely.
Ronnie Rocket pantsing their way around the place.
Yeah.
While they're biker buddies with a repeating crossbow on the front.
Mm-hmm. Better than those mopeds.
100%.
Space Vespas.
Space Vespa, yes. Space Vespa, yeah.
This is the way to get
really
your head
nice
split open.
Models there.
Yeah. Dwarves are sweet.
Who would have thought I like the dwarves?
Yeah. It's shocking, isn't it? We'll go to heroes and villains because you enjoyed the last Honey Badger so much.
Halfling magnite.
He's got a big magnet on a stick. He's got a magnet on a stick. Just runs around.
It's magic, I promise. Okay.
Just a halfling liar.
Yeah.
Obviously, others in there as well. My favorite has got to be this, and there's a very peculiar reason why it's my favorite, because you've got Gamora and the Orc Berserker as Drax and all the rest.
Yeah.
Then you've got Rocket Raccoon, who, because he's being a halfling, is actually bigger than a lot of the other fighters who are all halflings.
Yeah.
Go, Vermin, go.
Oh, brilliant.
The halfling
Star-Lord is the halfling rogue. Love that. Yeah.
Which makes sense.
That's really cool. Love that. Ooh, like a vampire hunter with the stakes. That's a nice little twist. I like that.
There's a little seated monk.
Mm-hmm.
And
do I see
not
green Do I see Green Goblin, who is just a goblin?
On a
Yes.
bat.
Yes, you do.
You'll never catch me, Spider-Man.
Although, in a shocking turn of events, it is actually a man spider stringing webs up everywhere trying to catch him.
Yes.
Gauntlet Ogre, obviously snapping away. Skull Poople, the human assassin. And there's the little halfling web sitting over there. I have to get him up for you, Shay.
Oh, it's adorable.
That is very cool.
Like he's doing his whip.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little crossbow. It's
Yeah.
a tiny little crossbow.
No point in chucking rope
Of course
at
it
people.
is.
I like to think that it's actually like magic bolts, so he fires them and he appears where they hit, kind of thing.
Mm.
I like
How he ends
Oh,
around.
yeah.
I like the not Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yes, the Eldritch Knight. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
he's got a lot going on.
I'm really not into comic book characters, but Iron Man just ticks a lot of boxes for me.
He's
Also-
right behind you.
Also
I
notice,
know.
yeah, he's looking over your shoulder. Notice
Yes.
his repulsor ray is just like a magic amulet.
It's a magic amulet off the.
Eat hot beamings. Heretic. And then
It's a really nice,
it's a really nice
set.
maze.
What do you do, Batman or Iron Man? I cast Fireball. Oh, no.
And I suppose we'll have to have a look at the Halfling army. So I think
Oh my god!
I think you'll appreciate this. Goats are the way of the future.
Obviously.
All the goats all the time. But it's a really substantial set of little halflings. Heavy calf, medium
Old school
calf.
Bretonians, new halfling army. New halfling army wins. There we go. There's even a green knight.
Join me in Kings of Warband.
Yes. Yeah. I have been very tempted since we looked at Kings of War stuff by salamanders and all sorts of different things, but I'm trying to be good.
Right. Why?
There's no point in being good. You only
No.
live once.
Yeah.
Have you tried not being good?
Collect all the armies.
That's what I'm doing.
Lady of the Lake. Oh. But the
Pigeon.
lakes is the lake's quite shallow.
A watery bin.
The watery bin.
I had to.
No form of governance.
The watery tart Lobacimitami.
These are really nice. I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stand-ins, or as you say, good way to make an entirely new army if you're diving into something like Kings of War.
Mm.
Yeah. Very, very good. Love that.
You two can have a war wagon.
And for the
Look at this.
physical stuff, it's not that expensive either. Actually, obviously, I guess you're going to be paying shipping coming from America, but
Yeah.
other than that, if you're going to buy a big army, sort it out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So-
Are these available as STLs as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Then no shipping required. Just a friend with a 3D printer.
Yeah.
Very true.
These are just but Wyrmforge is just there for people who don't do the ones and zeros.
Mm.
Look at them.
What is your
Uh,
profession? Well, actually, we're all cooks.
These are our frying pans.
Yeah.
Let's say, please turn the shields the right way up. So I have my lambda facing north. Thank you. It just upsets me.
They're really nice as well.
Look how angry they are.
Mm.
I'd love them to expand the Greeky side further, because obviously
Yes.
they're well up here with these. I mean, this set of militia, like that set, Militia 1, these were the very first things that they released digitally
Right.
several years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That is a good set of mutton chops. Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, it's an impressive set. So
yeah, we
they've just been
need
expanding
halfling
since then.
Leonidas, definitely. We need
Oh
that.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Stabbing people up.
Mhm.
And
What
then
would you
Like
call
this-
them?
Oh,
Leonidas? Neidas?
Leonidas.
Neidas?
Oh,
answers in the comments.
Yeah.
yes. Just this little tiny,
Really
dude with
tiny
rippling
ball of
muscles.
anger.
Yeah.
Muscles on muscles, but like
Yeah,
up
yeah.
to your knee in height.
Cool. Oh, perfect. If you want
Also
to do
do-
something diminutively Conan-esque.
Yep.
Lovely. Really good.
Don't worry, there's also a Conan and a Red Sonja to kick his ass. And the Merry Men as well.
Very little John.
Along with the sheriff. He is very little. Not as little as some of the others, but quite little.
The Band of Destiny as well. Love
Yep.
that.
Oh, yes.
Love
So,
Fake
yeah.
Slayers. Very cool.
Those they're recessed so you can take them out. They're on a proper 20mm base, like
They're
all
both-
intended.
They're both stood there going, "How did we kill this?"
Old age, just couldn't get a grip with them. Just kept
With
running
much
round and round.
arguing, and then we ended up dead.
If you do just do the ones and zeros thing, the patron lives there. It's 1 gold piece, and you can get it in there.
Is there a My Mini Factory as well and stuff for this? I guess, or is it all just downloads through there? Or...
I keep getting my mini factory links, so I'm going
I
to
would
say
assume they're doing the fulfillment. then,
yes.
probably. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I generally, because it's literally it's $1 a month plus tax, because they have to
Wow.
have the tax and fee, so it works out like $1.50 a month. And the only reason I'm subscribed is so that they have enough money to keep doing stuff in resin with Boris. I've never opened any of the links or done anything or even downloaded them. I've been there since day one, so I've probably got everything. Everything you've just seen,
Probably, yeah.
I've probably
Yeah,
got
yeah.
that. Maybe I don't know. I don't
John's
know how
like,
any,
can I has, please?
I don't know how any of this works. Anyway, so Wyrmforge, if you want to get your hands on some weird, wacky halfling and some stonking heroes, it's
That's
worth
super
checking
cool.
them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We shall be back after the swish with some news.